Magic Treehouse Fact Tracker, Sabertooths and the Ice Age by Mary Pope Osborne and Natalie Pope Boyce, a nonfiction companion to Magic Treehouse number 7, Sunset of the Sabertooth. Chapter 1, The Ice Age. 1,000,000 years ago, the world was much colder than it is now. Large parts of North America lay under ice and snow. Ice covered parts of Europe, Asia, and South America. In places, it was a mile deep. We call this time the Ice Age. The Ice Age began long after the dinosaurs disappeared. It lasted thousands of years. It ended 10,000 years ago. World map of the Ice Age. During the Ice Age, the ocean froze between Britain and Greenland. The Ice Age was not one long period. In fact, scientists believed there have been several Ice Ages. At times, the weather got warmer and warmer even than today. Phew, some scientists believe we are in a warm phase of an ice age today. Years would pass, sometimes thousands of years. Then the temperature slowly began to drop again. The icy weather returned. What causes ice ages? Scientists are not exactly sure why we have ice ages, but they do have an idea. They think Earth changes its orbit around the sun every 100,000 years. Orbit means the path one object takes around another. During the Ice Age, Earth's orbit moved farther from the sun. Summers became too cold to melt ice and snow. Brr. In some places, temperatures were 45 degrees colder than today. Over millions of years, the warmer climate of the dinosaurs disappeared. Climate means the weather in a place over a long period of time. The icy world of the saber-toothed cat took its place. Slowly, the land itself began to change. Water froze into ice and was trapped on land. Ocean levels dropped. As the water levels went down, land was exposed. A land bridge formed between England and France. Another appeared between Siberia and Alaska. People and animals used the bridges to cross from one place to another. The Siberian land bridge was 55 miles long. In places, it was 100,000 miles across. Glaciers. Many changes were also caused by glaciers. Glaciers. Glaciers are massive sheets of ice. They form after many years of falling snow. The snow piles up. It gets very heavy. Ice inside the piled up snow melts. The melted snow freezes again. This time it forms into hard ice crystals. Gravity begins to pull on the glacier. Slowly it begins to expand forward and sideways. Some glaciers can expand up to 1,000 feet a year. Others expand only a few inches. In the Ice Age, glaciers acted like giant scrapers. As they expanded, they slowly cut through the land. They carried dirt along with them. Tons of rocks and sand were left behind. Lakes and valleys formed. Rivers changed their paths. As the glaciers scraped the soil away, only scrubby bushes and grasses grew where large plants had once thrived. Glaciers still exist today. Some ice crystals in the glacier are football size. These boulders were left behind by a glacier in Alaska. Ice Age. Earth's orbit changes. Temperatures drop. Ice covers parts of world. Ocean levels drop. Land bridges exposed. People and animals. There were other changes in the Ice Age. The first ancestors of modern humans appeared. Some lived in caves and wore skins and furs. Ancestors are relatives who lived long ago. Large animals that could survive the cold roamed the earth. Their bodies held in heat better than those of small animals. Many Ice Age animals were mammals. Mammals have extra protection against harsh freezing weather. They have hair for warmth, and they are warm-blooded. Their temperature doesn't change with the outside temperature. Mammals give birth to live babies, and mammal babies feed on their mother's milk. Extra care by their mothers helps them survive. What kinds of animals could live in this harsh world? And who were the people who lived in the caves of the Ice Age? People are mammals too. Glaciers today. Today, glaciers cover about 10% of the Earth. The largest glaciers are in the Canadian Arctic, Antarctica, Alaska, the Andes Mountains in South America, and the Himalayan mountains in Asia. The smallest glaciers are the size of a sports field. They can also be more than 50 miles long. North America's longest glacier is in Alaska. It is called the Bering Glacier. Glaciers can take as long as 3,000 years to form. When they get to be about 65 feet high, they begin to expand. Glaciers hold much of the fresh water in the world. If all the glaciers melted, ocean levels would rise. When a glacier reaches the ocean, part of it breaks off. Then it becomes an iceberg. There is even a glacier in Africa, on Mount Kenya. Glacier in New Zealand. The Bering Glacier is over 122 miles long. That's a 2-hour drive in a car. Iceberg in Antarctica.